Eric, you've still got 2 chances to qualify for the Europa League through league position and the FA Cup, but you could also end up in the Europa Conference League. Would playing in that competition be embarrassing for a club like Manchester United?
I never think in a negative scenario. And we have the opportunity, we have it in our own hands, so go for it.
Okay, Phil.
But Europa Conference, it's going to be hard as it is to attract the best players to United when you can't offer Champions League football. So that you are going to have a bit of a mountain to climb to get the best players here anyway, aren't you? Surely.
Yeah, as I say, I'm thinking I'm a positive man, and we have it in our own hands, so we have to go for it.
Yeah, I know, but however positive you are, it's not going to get you in the Champions League, is it? That's my point.
No, that is clear. We can't achieve.
Yeah,
we
so
can't reach
my
this
point
anymore.
is how hard it becomes to attract players with the Europa League or Europa Conference. Tomato, tomato. It's not the Champions League.
I think it's for every player. It's Manchester United, a very attractive club. So, and of course, you want to play the highest levels. But if you want to go into a project in a club as Manchester United, I'm sure Manchester United is a very attractive club for every player.
Well,
Hi Eric, you've mentioned about being positive. Obviously, you'll finish lower than last season, and you won't be in the Champions League. But obviously, you mentioned the youngsters have had a full season here. 𝐏𝐴, 𝐿, the changes in ownership and the structure within the football department. Would you make an argument that the club is in a stronger position than 12 months ago when you did finish in the Champions League spaces?
Again, the last.
Would you make an argument that the club is in a stronger position than 12 months ago because of the changes around here and the youngsters having a full season behind them in the Premier League?
Oh, so yes, I think that we develop some young players and what are high potentials who can really add to the quality levels of our squad. So with, I would say, with established, experienced players, they can make a very good mix and what can be a very strong squad, what can compete at the highest levels. And I think that is also what we show this season against top teams. We are very good. We are very competitive.
But do you think the club as a whole is in a better position than 12 months ago?
Yeah, when you look at the results, you would say no, but we know the reasons behind, and I would say yes. As you say, there are now we have more players, we have more high quality players in the squad, and so yeah, from that perspective, we are in a better position.
Ian.
Eric, just going back to Marcus for a minute, last month or a few weeks ago, he posted on social media, enough is enough because of the abuse he'd been getting. Obviously, he felt it was beyond acceptable. When you see that exchange last night, does that concern you? Is there even a danger that Marcus might decide he wants to leave the club because of those kind of breakdowns in relationships?
Yeah, again, there were yesterday 68,000 fans, so positive, a great vibe. And so it's fantastic to play for this club, and Marcus knows that.
Have you spoken to him about last night at all, or indeed about his post last month? Have you spoken to him about that social media abuse he was getting?
No, but not in that specific, but I talk often with the players about this, and this is, it happens, and you have to deal with it as a player. That is, so one person who is not representative for many. So only one, and you have to deal with it. Don't react, don't respond. Take it and move on with it.